I'm just curious if, you know, Bart obviously is like your first child on the show, but these other characters, do you feel like you formed protective relationships over them?
Well, it's kind of an interesting question because, I mean, I know I don't own them. There's a copyright that Fox, you know, Fox owns those characters, and Matt, you know, Matt created them, and Jim Brooks too. But,
You breathed life into them.
yeah, but, you know, I still, when I watch the show, when I watch the show, I just become a fan. And I just dig it for what it is. And even when I would see, like, for example, Marion Rose White, when I'm watching that, I am remembering the day that I shot that particular scene. And we actually did that at the VA hospital, and there were, like, actually VA vets that were living in the bushes while we were shooting that movie. And that's what I remember about, like, certain scenes of that. But when I watch The Simpsons, it's just like it's brand new. I don't look like him, I don't sound like him, I'm certainly not the same age as him. You know what I mean? It's a totally different thing, and I absolutely separate myself from Bart and from the show and just enjoy it as a public, and I'm so glad it's like that. It's what a treat to be a fan and be able to just love the show for what it is, you know?
It's probably why you are still able to keep it so fresh after 24 years and still enjoy doing it.
Well, it's just so darn good, too. It just still remains just, like, so well done.
So there's no Bart wouldn't say that moments?
Well, actually, no, that does happen occasionally, and usually the way that it is formulated is that, like, Bart will say something that seems a little bit more like what Lisa would say. And I'll talk to Yardley about it, and she goes, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But we'll read it the way that it's written, and then later on, like at the record, if it hasn't changed, or I can mention it beforehand, and usually we're right. You know, they'll change it and make it Bart's line, or make that line Lisa's line.